We're here to communicate with you.
You had that setting when it first went off.
Can you come up to that device and tell us your name? What the hell was that? Just heard something behind me. Are you willing to come up to that device one more time? Just one more time and make it beep again? If I'm speaking to someone who happens to be buried here in this cemetery, can you make that device light up? Can you get that device to make that ringing noise?
Is the family plot that somebody is buried in? If it is, can you light that device up sitting there on the ground? That little meter box I got right here, can you light that up?
This is Bridgeport Cemetery, established in 1839 with first burials beginning in 1840. But with pioneer cemeteries, it is possible that a few burials occurred a little earlier than the establishment date. The two oldest individuals buried here were born in 1782, and 12 people are also buried in here that was born in the 1700s, making this cemetery one of the oldest in the region. Places like this don't just announce themselves. You have to go looking for them, and grounds like this may feel ordinary until you know what it holds. What began as a small burial ground has become a record of nearly 2 centuries of lives. George Brands was born in 1837 in Prairie du Chien at the old Fort Crawford, and in 1852, George and his father Henry traveled west for the gold rush in California and Oregon. They traveled for 5 months by covered wagon. While in Oregon, Henry hired an Indian scout. Soon after, the 17-year-old Indian boy struck Henry in the back of the head with an axe. Henry's body was transported back and was laid to rest here in 1853. The Indian boy was tried, convicted, and eventually hanged. While a few names have survived in stone, many have not. Time has certainly gone by, leaving behind unmarked graves, worn headstones, and the quiet traces of lives faded into the background of this landscape. Peter Marfilius was born in 1824 in Germany and always had a dream of making it to America. One day he got into the water and would swim all the way to France as he worked his way to finally reaching America. In 1867, he moved to a farm in the Grand Gray community outside Wazeeka and would pass away in 1881. Where there is a river, there is life, but also risk and unpredictability. Drownings happen, and there's a few victims of drowning buried here, but also the two rivers brought in new people all the time, which meant a very real possibility of illness and disease. The Wisconsin River, along with the Mississippi, shaped all aspects of everyday life, from travel to trade, in every settlement along the both of them. We've covered some history and background of this cemetery, and now the sun has officially set. And this is when our approach changes from a historical exploration to an after-dark paranormal field investigation. Can you pass through and tell us your name? Can you make this device really light up if you happen to be buried here in this section, in this northwest section of the cemetery? Can you do that for us? Really make it light up.
A few little bumps, not much yet.
This next phase focuses less on history and more about environment and response. I am at the northwest corner of the cemetery, and this is where I'm going to begin my EMF session. And this tall tombstone behind me is really about the only legible one in this whole row. Are there any old pioneer souls that are rested here in this portion of the cemetery? If you are with us tonight, can you make this meter light up that I have in my hand? Can you come up to it and tell me your name? Was someone walking behind me? If you were walking behind me, can you make this meter light up? Do you like us being here? If you don't mind us being here, can you make my device light up? Can you come up and talk into this device and tell me which year you were born? Are you buried somewhere in this cemetery? What year did you pass away? Again, for confirmation, if you are buried here, can you make that device light up? Can you tell me something about pioneer life here in the township of Bridgeport, Crawford County? What's something you'd like to tell everyone? Can you come back? Can you tell me where you were born? Can you come back and tell me what your childhood was like? Can you explain to me how your pioneer life was in Crawford County? Or are there any pioneer children? Can you share with me some of the hardships that you faced living here? We're rolling. So we're joining Corey here. It's about 5 minutes to 11. We just gotten a few spikes on Corey's EMF device. We're kind of in the central southern portion of the cemetery. If anyone's here trying to communicate with Corey, can you come back around?
You can touch my hand if you want to. Make your hand form into mine. You want to go up there to the branding iron and have a drink with me? You are doing a good job of lighting it up.
Can you come back around and make it light up as big and bright as you can, so we know?
You're a nice woman. You giving me a big hug right now or what?
Can you come back to that device and just scream your name into that meter?
Or whisper it in my ear? You want me to stay here and talk to you more?
What do you think of us being here, asking these questions? If you like us here and you want us to stay longer, the best way to communicate that to us is to light that device up. Can you do that again for us? We're very much happy to stay longer. We just like to know what you think.
Is it alright if I go get me a drink and come back? Or do you want to go have one with me? Oh. Light it up pretty if you want to go have one. Light it all the way up.
Does a drink sound good right now? Light her up if a cold drink sounds good.
A nice drink of wine right about now. Are you with me yet? Something just passed through here.
If you're still with us, light her up.
Is that you, Janet? You still with me?
Can you tell us what year you died? What's something you'd like to share with us about pioneer life here in the township of Bridgeport, just south of Prairie? I'm sure there's something you fondly remember. What about the natives here? Did you work alongside the natives? Did you guys trade? What's something you'd like to share? Does the story of Chief Blackhawk ring a bell with you?
Light it up if you're still following me.
I think you enjoy having us here tonight. I think that's a big old yes. Can you confirm yes?
You like our company.
We're here tonight to learn about you.
You want to be my friend tonight? Light it up if you want to be my friend tonight. Jeez.
Every time we attempt to go for a little break, we keep getting these big EMF readings as soon as we try leaving out of the cemetery.
Do you want us to leave? Or do you want us to stay in here?
We're just going on break.
We're going on a break. We'll be right back. Welcome.
It is just only minutes after midnight, and we are now in the dead center of the cemetery. We're gonna begin another EMF session.
Were you part of the Indian Wars over here? Did you trade a chief? Ooh. Hmm. Was he no good thief? Oh. Did he rob you?
Were you an immigrant and traveled west and lived here in Crawford County? What country did you come from?
You come from Germany?
It's getting later and we're having fun communicating with you, and we want to know how you feel. Can you come up to this device and really light her up if you like us being here?
Or can you take the device out of my hand? Which I don't think he can do that.
From behind us?
Are you behind us right now?
How many spirits are behind us right now?
Is your whole family behind us? Or just you?
Are you buried here in the southwest section of the cemetery?
Jesus.
What year were you buried here? Can you come up and tell us? Did you make that screeching noise?
Do it again.
What was that? Hopefully the audio on my camera picked that up.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm gonna ask again. For confirmation, do you happen to be the one making those screeching noises? Do you know what that was? Almost sounded like maybe like a bird.
Yeah.
Maybe it's nesting up there or something. Could be a bird just nesting.
Could be.
But down here on the ground, we got a hot EMF detector.
Yeah.
Something's coming and going. Something's coming up to the device, having a few words, and then it'll stop.
Well, you got something going on.
What are some secrets that the pioneers of Crawford County hold? Is there anything you'd like to tell us? To the people who reside here now? What was that?
I don't know.
Something's moving around.
Something.
Did you have something to do with that? Are you making noises? Just like that, it's gone. May come back.
Yeah.
Oh. It's now about 12:30 in the morning and we're just wrapping up. We are doing the Red Ringer EMF session, the last session of the night. Before we go, we want to know if you stuck around with us the whole time, all of you. So can you all come together one last time and make that red ringer ring again? We're just wanting to talk a little more before we all retire for the night. So before Corey and I retire for the night, can you come down to that red device and make it ring? Like you've been doing since we got here? Can you do it just that one last time for us? There you go. Wow. Thank you. That's what we wanted. Is
It turned over green on me.
wow, I've never seen it do that before.
I never seen it done that before either.
It's about 1 o'clock in the morning and we're just wrapping up here with the investigation. We've had a very, very busy night in a place like this with its long line of history, and tonight we've only experienced a fraction of it. And as we leave, the silence has returned to what it was before we arrived. And with that, I say good night. This investigation is over.